Welcome back again, guys, from Tampa Bay. This is a special dual vlog, as in two different sites, because this video directly relates to both sites. I am going up about an hour and a half north here to Homosassa, wow, after I get gas, and hit the bank. And I am dropping off a whole bunch of cigars and my cash donation to cigarsforwarriors.org for a raffle they're running, and I'm sponsoring by donating a whole bunch of prizes. I need to get my settings here because I can't remember if I was still in 2-up mode or not. So let's see. Yes, I was. Go to standard dampening and back down to one rider preload. And I'm straddling the bike right now. Remember, I told you guys that there is a blurb in the manual about don't do the preload adjustment with any weight on the bike. So if you're tall enough like me that you can stand up and do it, that's cool. If not, you'll have to get off the bike while it's running to do that. Not a huge deal. So the guys have been running a donation drive for the last 6 weeks. We just got a couple days left. It actually ends tomorrow. Today's the 30th. And I'm just running up there to drop it off and do a short little video again, show you guys the operation. It's very humble. It's a non-profit charity organization. If you're not familiar with them, they provide cigars free of charge to our troops overseas. All they have to do is request them, and they send them out. Ooh, that was really slippery mud. That's why I'm really careful in the rain. Definitely need this windshield up. And they provide huge care packages free of charge. They get, geez, I don't know, maybe 100,000 plus cigars donated every year, mostly by individuals, but also from retailers and manufacturers. And I do a big cigar donation drive in the spring. That'll start up in just a couple months again. And this year was the first time I did a cash donation drive with them. And they need that because they are completely self-funded. All of the shipping cost they pay out of pocket. So they depend on everyone's cash donations to get those donated cigars over to the troops. It costs about $10 per box. They get a little bit of a break, but they have to ship everything priority mail, and they send out the big large boxes. And this donation raised well over $1,000, so that sends out 100 packages, which is very cool. And the cigars I'm bringing them are the raffle prizes. I have 10 special 5-packs, and then I'm giving them some cash just to cover the cost of shipping out those 5-packs so that the donations from the viewers don't go into that at all, and it all goes to the troops. So today is obviously very miserable. It is gray, gloomy, and raining, although I do have confidence that I can ride out of it in about 20 minutes. I'm going north. Pretty much this has just been one long string of a storm right over top of us and Pinellas. It's been raining about 6 hours straight. But it looks pretty good a little bit north, and I'm going just straight up north. Homosassa is up there a ways. He's out in the boonies. And it's just straight up US 19. Got to be extra careful. I'm allowing myself some extra time. Obviously it's wet, slippery, people are idiots, so just got to take your time and watch out. So with that being said, I will pick it up when I get up there, or at least to some more interesting roads, and then I'm going to have a nice little walkthrough and I'll show you guys the operation there. Like I said, they are a very humble non-profit organization. They all have day jobs, they all volunteer their time and everything. They're not making a living or anything off of this, and it's just operated out of a guy's house, and luckily it's not too far so that I can do stuff like this with them and bring some awareness to their organization. I'm just stopping at my bank right here, and then I'm going to get some gas, and then I will pick you guys up in a bit. Well, it's been going about a half an hour and we're finally just getting out of the rain. It was slow going. Usually that trip would take me about 15 minutes, but oh my God, you get a little bit of rain mixed in with all these freaking snowbirds, and everybody has to do 10 under and just forgets how to drive. This construction just started, so that doesn't help. It knocks out one of our lanes. But at least from here on out, we're pretty much done with the more urban settings, and 19 turns a little bit more rural, and then there's big stretches of just nothing, like 20 miles of just open land, and then we'll get up near Homosassa Springs, and I got to go through that and get up to actually in Homosassa, and then I'm going to fire up the GPS because I forget how to get over to their house from there. It's a straight shot until that point. Rainy, slippery days is a real good use for the touring mode of the FJR and other bikes with that function. Really takes out the initial snap of the throttle and helps with taking off, especially on these really wet painted lines. They are especially slick. I mean, it's been raining, like I said, about 6 hours and they're still slick as snot. So you really have to watch yourself. Alright, I'm going to continue on the trip here, and I'll pick it up as I'm getting up to their house. Oh, look at that. It turned into a beautiful day. Sun just came out. It's nice and dry up here. They didn't get any of the storm. That's okay. We've got about another 3.5 miles to go. We'll be there in no time. You know, interestingly, I'm looking at the Speedo here, and I mentioned in a previous video how accurate this third generation bike is. What I found interesting was, and I'll show you here in a second, you can see that the indicated speed is just spot on with the actual. You can see the actual on the GPS here. Let's see, this is the road I want. It's like that all the way up into triple digits. I mean, it's spot on. Less than 1% off. And what I found interesting was that certainly is not true of other countries. For some reason, bikes in other countries, especially Canada for some reason, are way the hell off. I mean, it's usual that bikes are off 2, 3, maybe 4%. Here, I'll set the cruise here. 42 miles an hour on the cruise. Okay, now 42 to 43 in the cruise. It's kind of bouncing there. And it's bouncing between 41 and 42 on the GPS. So, I mean, really accurate. As accurate as any car. But the Canadian ones, they're off 7, 8, 9%. I mean, it's a big difference. And of course, it's high. So it's putting on more miles than you're actually doing. Which sucks, because that's more miles on your odometer when you sell it. That's sooner maintenance indicated. Not actually needed, but, you know, if the warranty or the dealer calls into question any kind of maintenance records or anything like that, if you show that you're doing it late, that's not going to fly. So a little update real quick on the back room progress. It's been one delay after another just because I'm depending on other people getting the roofer over to finish up. He's only got not even a full day of work left. It's just been like pulling teeth. Thought everything was going to be done yesterday. He doesn't show up until about 1 o'clock, drops off some supplies, and then disappears. And I had to run some errands. I texted him, hey, I'm going to be out for a little while. I'll leave the garage door opener in the back for you, because he had tools and stuff in the garage. And he's like, oh, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm like, oh, that's wonderful. He'd already gone home. And of course, today, it's been raining all morning, so that's shot. I hired another guy to do all the other bits of work that need to be done, the concrete patching, cleaning up the rest of the debris and the getting the pad ready for paint and the paint and all that kind of stuff because I'm just out of time. My job schedule has been sliding. I'm behind on my projects, so I've just got to pay to get everything done. I don't have a choice. I just can't dedicate any more days of my time to it. And of course, that guy was supposed to be over this morning, and he's on the ball so far, but the rain canceled everything. Obviously, we can't do concrete patching and paint. Okay. I really didn't remember where this place was. I forgot how it zigzags back here. I'm looking at my GPS now. Good brakes on this bike. Good brakes. One mile to go. It's nice country up here. Start to get a little bit of the hills. You still have to go another 20 minutes or so before you get to the really big rolling hills until you're up near Inverness and Ocala. Like I showed you in, if you're watching my Two-Wheel Obsession videos, my tour of the horse farm and horse country and everything. I like that the homes in here have a lot of land. This kind of reminds me back in Michigan. This is how the lots are. Not like where I live, where it's just totally crammed in and you don't really have a yard or anything. I just like the separation from the neighbors. I literally have, I don't know what, 10, 12 feet to the sides of the houses and maybe 50 in back. That's about it. Not saying I'd want to mow the lawns here, but hey, I'd get to play with a riding lawnmower. Oh cool, there's a nice sand dune buggy. Alright, let's see. Shows it up on the left. Interestingly, this is not how the GPS brought me in last time. So one of the updates must have changed something in its routing. I came in from the other side last time. That's why I was all screwed up there. Because I turned right into their place last time. Yeah, there it is. He rides that scooter. Boom. All right. Let's see if he's home.
All right, so I'm here with Robert from cigarsforwarriors.org. Welcome.
Yep, thank you. Good to see you again, Brian. It's been too long.
Absolutely. So I'm here dropping off my prizes. I've got, well, first here is $60. That will cover the shipping for the prizes, so none of the donations that go to the troops have to go to this.
Fantastic. Thank you.
I've got 50 cigars here. 10 special 5-packs. Yeah, just grab them out.
Yeah, you got it.
Get these out of the way because I'm anxious to show everybody all about your operation here and your brand new walk-in humidor tour.
We've expanded a little bit since the last time you were here.
Yes, you have. The last time I was here, this guy had, I don't know, a few thousand cigars, big nice pile behind his couch.
Yeah.
Now he's here in his little shipping area, which isn't so little. Packed full of cigars back here.
We have boxes and boxes of
and
cigars.
Tubs and
more
all those
tubs.
containers back there are filled with Duracid and acid.
More tubs.
More tubs. These are the immediate ones going out, right?
Well, what we have actually going on now, it's for us month-end closing. So we have to get an inventory of everything that we have in-house. Because we're an IRS 501c3, everything has to be, everything has to be 100% in order. So every cigar, every little bit of swag, anything that comes in, every magazine that we get, like cigar press.
Yeah, you got a bunch of cigar press.
Right, we have about 1,000 of them. So we're doing month-end closing so we can say exactly what we have in-house so everything balances out. Oh, is that what you have right over here?
This is what I got counted so far.
Oh, so far, right in this vicinity around here is about 9,800 cigars.
Nice.
Yeah. So besides that, this is the area that my father-in-law Dennis works in, and he puts together all of the care packages. Basically what we do is we sort the cigars. When they come in, we're not going to take all the cigars. Let's say this is all Opus X. We're not going to take all Opus X, throw them in a box, send it to the troops. We're going to sit down and we're going to sort everything out. So you get a high cigar, a medium cigar, and a cigar which is less dollar-wise. Quality could be there, but it's not going to cost the same as say an Opus
So that way
X.
there's something for everybody to appreciate.
Right. So what happens is we get 50 cigars together. We put them in a bag with a Bovita pouch for humidity, because Bovita provides us the humidity packets.
Oh, cool.
We get the names from the troops serving in Afghanistan, Iraq, Kuwait, Africa, Guantanamo Bay, any place where it's a war zone. We get the request from these individuals. We box it up and we send it out to them. So with that said, ballpark also, just to get an idea from when we literally receive a name to when they receive a package, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks from when we drop off packages. Like we have some boxes behind Brian that are going out today. They probably won't make it till the troops for about 2 to 3 weeks.
Gotcha. So you do ship out in obviously huge batches.
Right. Depending on the request time, like December was a good month. On average, we send about 200 care packages a month.
Wow.
Yeah. I have some numbers that I can throw out to you. For 2014, we have sent out 2,618 packages.
Of approximately 50 cigars each?
Approximately 50. The beginning of this year,
Some a
we
little
started
less, some a little more.
Average 40 to 50. We bumped it up to 50, just as we have such great donors now that we can afford to do that. So ballpark, we've sent out about 117,000 cigars this year.
Nice.
To the troops.
Now obviously that costs a lot in shipping, which is the entire reason for this raffle drive.
For 2014, we spent $29,000 in shipping alone.
Well, I'm very happy to have helped knock at least 1,000 off of that.
Right, which, you know, covers 100 boxes going out.
Exactly, which is really cool.
Right, because it costs ballpark just a little over $11 for each care package to go out the door to the troops.
So the donors for this drive effectively shipped out over 5,000 cigars.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Exactly. 5,000 cigars are out the door because of this.
Very cool.
Yep.
All right, so let's take a look at your other inventory selection.
Sure.
And see what you really got going on.
Let's do it.
So here's just today's batch going out. Each of these boxes has 50 cigars.
And at 26 boxes, so we got a total of 1,300 cigars going out today. Not including the cigar press, or if we have any cutters or lighters that are also donated that go to the troops.
Nice. So back here we've got the new walk-in humidor. And this is a brand new edition from the last time I was here, not even a year ago. And this is absolutely fantastic smelling. We have got pretty much every brand name. This is like a miniature store at this point.
It is. I've been told, actually, I was at a store a couple weeks ago, and I was talking about what we had in-house, and they told me that I have more here than what they have at their store.
I'd believe it. I mean, just speaking about different brands and everything.
Jam-packed all the way back through this closet to the bottom down here.
This is a really great selection.
I mean, we have stuff down here. We have a year's supply coming from Rocky Patel edges hidden back here that are going out each month to the troops. They provided us approximately about a year's worth of supply over
And those
there.
are the huge commercial-sized cases.
Right, of the edge that are back there that hold 100 in there. They sent us those to ship out. We have a ton of, every month, True Estate and Hoydi, Nicaragua. They send us thousands of cigars each month.
Very cool.
The coolest thing was, one of the facts is almost this wall here, probably 80% of what's on this shelf here came from Cigar Aficionado. And the thing with that is we had no correspondence with them.
Just
it
out
just
of the blue.
showed up one day. Box after box from Cigar Aficionado showed up. And we have stuff in there from vintage 1979, vintage 1988. All the old Macanudos came in from them. They were nice enough to donate them to the troops.
Very cool.
But there's a little bit of every manufacturer in this room here.
I mean, you have some really high-end stuff here. This is no joke. You have everything from the cheap bundle stuff to vintage Davidoff.
There's vintage Davidoff in here. There was somewhere in here there's limited Davidoffs that I've never seen before. Some of them are just for like restaurant openings and things along that line. If I can like pull one out, like, oops.
You got the Opus X, you got the Padrones, you've got...
Like here's a Davidoff one. This is from RTDA from back in August of 2003.
Nice age on those.
There's just,
let's see if we have any plume. Oh, I got cello, so no.
It's cello, not really.
That's okay.
But I mean, it's in phenomenal shape. This is all stuff from Cigar Aficionado. Beautiful looking cigars.
I mean, those things are smooth to begin with. Imagine them now 11 years later.
There's beautiful boxes of the Camacho Liberties. There's a box of the 2012s.
Those are nice. Those are, I mean, whoever gets these, whatever troops get these stuff, I mean, look at these. You got the Camachos and the coffins here.
Yep. This is the 2012, that's the 2011. Smokes. Oh, they're phenomenal. There is, we just got in the other day, somebody, I'm not sure who it is, but gave us a whole bunch of the 601 La Bamba Warheads. These just came in.
And those are very popular.
Trying to see what else.
Hey, hold that up a second. I was talking about this humidity dust in my last CO show. So you guys can see this on the camera here. This is just from proximity to a humidity device. It's not plume. If you see that kind of stuff in your cigar shop, if it's on the band, if it's on the boxes, that's not plume. That's just from the humidity device. So don't let the shop owners BS you and tell you it's plume.
Yeah. And just to give you an idea of like just get on the humidification that we use in here, this is just like one that goes to any store. But what we run through this is we run through a filtered water. I have a filtered water unit. And then also what most cigar shops use, I'm hoping they use, is bacteria treatment.
Yeah,
you have filtered water and a bacteria treatment, so you're not getting anything funky going on in this room back here.
Very cool. Nice attention to detail there.
Trying to
there's just these Monte Cristo Epics are darn good too.
There's stuff from
Tarzona 305s.
I see hidden underneath.
I have no idea what these are.
You know what it is? It's not RTDA. It's I forget what it's called. Pro Tobacco. It's the Pro Cigar Festival.
Yeah. Okay.
This one is from.
I've never seen that, but
nope. This one's from 2010. And the one up there is from 2008.
Cool.
I don't even know what's in a 2008 one. Cigar Festival 2008. You got some beautiful stuff in there.
Absolutely. Nice selection of, I think, all Dominican?
Dominican, yes. Yeah. Now, the one thing you have to think about, too, is, yes, there is a ton of cigars in here. But when you realize, on average, we send out about 10,000 cigars a month.
Yeah, this doesn't last.
It does not last at all.
I mean,
there's thousands in here.
This whole room is maybe, what, 5 shipments?
Probably about 4 to 5 months of inventory.
Gotcha. So you built this. You built this because you have the same problem I do, and you get your stuff in big batches, and you need someplace to store it because it goes out at a steady rate, but it doesn't come in at a steady rate.
Right. There could be weeks that I get a couple hundred cigars. There could be another day when a UPS just backs up, and they'll have an entire truck loaded just for us.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So over here is your lower end stuff because, like you said, you balance out your shipments so you're not just sending out 50 super premiums to maybe brand new smokers who really didn't appreciate it.
Some old Ashton there.
Those are beautiful smoking cigars.
Yeah, we do balance, like I said. When that box of 50 cigars goes out, it's going to be balanced all the way through accordingly to what we have. Now we have a good balance where we can do that. So they're going to get low, medium, and highs. It's a boy, it's a girl.
Don Julio. Never heard of it.
No, it's there's even premiums in here that...
You remember the commercial? We oughta baby It's a boy?
It's a boy! There's so much stuff hidden down in all of this stuff that...
Got the Don Diego Playboys.
There's just...
Leon Jimenez, Monte Cristo.
Some old La Flor Dominicanas.
Oh man, look at that age. Hold that up, man. That cello is yellow. I mean, yellow. Look at that. That's not the camera. That's just good old age.
Oh, here we go. It's from 1998.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if they taste good, but...
Yeah, hey, I don't know. After a while, you just, you can...
It depends.
You can age it
well.
Yeah. You can age a cigar only so long. And then it just loses everything.
Yeah, I tried one of those Partagas 150s back from, I don't know...
Right.
50 years ago or so. It just tasted like a paper bag. Like, it's gone. And they're hundreds of dollars each. Oh, if there's anything in here. Aha.
That's about the same age as those, the
Mm-hmm.
limited reserve. I don't think they've made this thing in a good, at least 10, 15 years.
Man, again, just total yellow.
Yeah.
Traviatas. Got some sign boxes of something back there.
Yeah, that's, when back during the cigar boom, the race car driver Fittipaldi had a line of cigars. I'm not quite sure who made it. It's a beautiful box. And it's signed by the race car.
Just goes to show you, everybody and their brother wanted to get in on it during the boom.
Yeah, they did. I don't know.
Oh, that is a cool tube, I have to say.
Yeah. I don't know who made it for him.
Huh.
But
That's cool. I don't remember that one. It must have been just really quick.
yeah, during the cigar boom it happened. And, but that, yeah, there's stuff hidden all over this room that will all be going out eventually.
All right, very cool, man. Thanks for the little tour.
Oh yeah, no problem. But like I said, even though there is a lot here and it's like, okay, they don't need any more cigars, yes, we do.
Oh yeah.
We send out 10,000 in 1 month.
This goes quick.
This goes very quick.
This is just to control the little burps in incoming inventory.
Right, yeah, because usually January, February, nothing really happens. Donations dry up. There's no cigar functions going on. Where we get a lot of our donations come from cigar functions.
Yep.
So January's a dead time.
Well, that's why I'm scheduling the Cigar Obsession cigar drive the same time this year. So,
oh, great.
So we'll help fill that in again. I think last year we did 2,500 and change.
It was
somewhere
right around there.
So
yeah,
we'll try to top that for you at least. I know it doesn't compare to this, but you know, it might fill up maybe half of one of these shelves.
We're always coming in and out of here grabbing stuff, and yeah, it's not a logistical nightmare, but to keep up with the tallies. As you look behind you, you'll see a little like piece of paper as we're going in and out and what we have, and it's just, yeah, okay, I put 200, I took 200 out, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep, you have to keep up on it. But that's about, we had to do this, there was no choice.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, and where I knock out, I've got boxes and boxes of KFCs over here and over here, stuff from Drew Estate.
Certainly in demand.
Yes.
All right.
That's about it.
Cool. Let's get out of here because it is very humid, as every humidor should be.
Yeah.
And I want to hear a little bit more about your organization before I take off.
Great. Okay.
Okay, so give us a recap about your organization, what you're all about, the basics of what you do, and how people can help you out.
Okay, Cigars for Warriors is a nonprofit organization. We are an IRS 501c3. We've been that way for a little over a year now. We started in 2012 as a small group on Facebook off of Cat's group, Cigar Aficionado Trade and Sales. They found out that there was individuals serving in the war zones that requested cigars, because there's no way that you can get cigars over in Afghanistan, Iraq, Kuwait. So we kind of found that out. We started shipping to them. And it kind of snowballed from there. Back then they had a group that met in, I believe it was outside of Tampa, and decided to make this organization. There was only a couple of them, and they created Cigars for Warriors. From pretty much day one, Drew Estate was the first company to jump on board as a corporate sponsor. So they provided thousands and thousands of cigars. Well, it took off by word of mouth of the troops over there requesting care packages. There was a time where there was way more names than we had cigars to deal with. But in 2 years' time, we've sent out, if this year was 100,000, last year was 100,000, we've probably sent out ballpark 250,000 cigars in a little over 2 years' time. Now that's 100% donations, 100% donated cigars, lighters, cutters, humidors, cigar magazines, and the cash involved to send it out to the troops, which this year was $27,000. I believe last year was right around that time, about the same amount of money also. So we're looking at about $60,000 we've spent just in shipping these to the troops. Now the thing also about us with the IRS 501c3, every dollar that comes in goes 100% to shipping to the troops. All the event coordinators that we have, people like myself, there is not one individual in our organization that makes a dime off of what we do. It's 100% volunteer. So you know if you make a donation, it's going straight to the troops to send these care packages out. There's a couple ways to find out about us. First and foremost, if you go to Facebook and look up Cigars for Warriors, we're a private group. You just have to ask for an invite. We'll put you right in. Another way is through Twitter if you look up Cigars for Warriors. We're also on Instagram, and we also have cigarsforwarriors.org. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've missed, but I think I pretty much covered everything. Is there anything I'm missing, Brian?
I think that covers it. So this raffle drive ends tomorrow, and of course you'll be contacting the winners, and I'll let you do that and just shoot me their names, and I'll be glad to announce it in one of my videos in a couple days too.
Fantastic. I appreciate you coming over. I definitely appreciate this. Is going straight to sending out the care packages to the troops and the cigars that were provided.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me. I was glad to help. And thank you to everybody that donated. It definitely made a huge difference, obviously, as you can tell from this video. And I will see you again in just a few months with hopefully a few thousand more cigars.
Looking forward to it, definitely.
All right, thanks, man.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
So there we go, another successful handoff. He's just loading up his shipment. He's got to get out to the post office. Now I got to get back home. And I think I remember how to get out the way I came last time, which is not the way I came in this time. We shall see. I might have to break out the phone again and hook up GPS. Good seeing Robert again. And that will wrap up today's video. I'm going to have a nice ride back without the rain. Get some lunch because I am starving. I still haven't set my clock. It's not 4:30, it's about 2:30. But I have not eaten today. I forgot to eat breakfast and didn't have lunch before I left. Didn't even think about it. So I'm kind of hungry and thirsty. Anyway, thanks for watching. Again, thank you to everybody that donated for a very successful raffle. And it ends tomorrow. As soon as they contact the winners and they shoot me the list, I will update it. I don't know if they're going to announce it on their Facebook page. They actually didn't market this at all. It seems like I was the only one promoting it, but that's okay. It worked. They definitely could have gotten more donations if they would have marketed it, but now they know for next time. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.